Hey y'all, my name's Jennifer with True to You Yoga. Thank you all so much for joining me. And today's flow is going to be based off of Aparigraha, one of the yamas in the 8 limbs, which is kind of what we've been going over for the past few weeks. That Aparigraha means non-attachment and contentment and where you are in life. So our poses today, please try to find that non-attachment and that contentment where you are in that pose, even if it's not where you want to be. Let's find where we are and just take a hold of that and be okay with it. So let's go ahead and we will start in child's pose. Feel free to use any kind of props that you may want to make this more comfortable for you. You can bring your knees as wide as your mat or more in 11. Your big toes are touching. Bring your chest down towards the mat or your thighs, whichever way you have that pose. And your head is to your mat. You can always put a block or a pillow underneath your head, your chest. You can put something between your booty and your calves, whatever is going to work for you. Sink into the pose. Big inhale through your nose. Exhale out your mouth. One more time like that. Big inhale through your nose. Exhale out your mouth. Letting go of all the tensions and problems from the day. Begin to seal your lips. Find your inhales and exhales through your nose, filling your chest, your belly, your pelvic bowl. With every inhale, feel the waistband of your pants tighten. With every exhale, release all that air out. And then once you think you've let it all out, give one little final squeeze and get any last little bit of stale air out of you. Your arms can be reaching long. They can be by your sides. It can be in a triangle over your head, diamond shape. Next, exhale, begin to walk your hands to the left side of your mat. You can place your right hand on top of your left if you'd like. Sink into your right hip and let go. Release that tension. Relax the fascia and the muscles along the right side of your body. Keep breathing. Nice long inhales and exhales. Keeping your left hand where it is on your mat, take your right hand, thread it underneath of your left arm, bringing your right shoulder to your mat. The side of your temple can come to your mat. Into thread the needle. Now take that left hand and walk it towards the right corner of your mat. And you may begin to feel a stretch down the left side of your body as well as what's happening on the right side. Really push into the floor some with that right arm and feel your shoulder blade protract away from your spine. One more breath here. On your exhale, begin to unwind back into your child's pose. Take a moment to reset with a breath. When you're ready, you can walk your hands to the right side of your mat. You can place your left hand on top of your right if you like. Sink into that left hip. Feel that fascia start to relax. It gets all bunched up on the sides of our bodies from setting.
Our arms seem to stay in the downward position, basically, by your sides. Throughout the day, we don't always give enough side stretching, enough of our arms up over our heads. On your next exhale, keep your right hand where it is. Thread your left hand underneath of your right arm. Right shoulder comes to the floor. And the left, nope. On your next exhale, keep your right hand where it is. Your left hand is going to thread underneath of your right arm. Your left shoulder comes to the floor. The left side of your temple comes to the floor. Protract that shoulder blade away from your spine. Feel that release of the fascia and tension in your back, right around your shoulder blade. Begin to walk your right fingertips across your mat towards the left side. And you may feel a little more release on the right side of your body. Sink into this pose and let go. One more breath here. Begin to unwind, arms out in front of you. One more breath in your child's pose, just to reset. Big inhale, filling every part of you with oxygen. Big exhale, releasing everything, all of your tension. Let it go. Walk your hands towards your knees. Bring your torso up. Shift your weight into your hands. Tuck your toes underneath of you and bring your bottom then back towards your toes. You may need to reach around and pull your little baby toes up. So all toes are tucked under. We're going to release this tension in the fascia in your feet. We get a lot of knots in there that we might not even realize from standing all the time, wearing shoes like heels, things like that. Breathe into this pose. It may not feel very comfortable at first, and if not, you can walk your hands forward some and take some of that pressure off of the stretch. If you are just fine with where it is, and then you can walk your hands up your thighs, arms, your hands to heart position. Keep breathing. Nice tall spine wherever you are. Keep that length there. If your hands are in your prayer position, go ahead and bring them down to your mat. Shift your weight back onto your toes, bringing your knees off of your mat. Your fingertips can stay on your mat if you'd like, or you can go ahead and bring them back to heart center. And we're just finding some balance. Don't be attached to whether you stay on your toes. If you fall over, just get back up. You can keep your hands on the floor if you'd like. Beautiful. Hands to your mat. Walk your hands towards the top of your mat. Your knees are going to come down. We're just going to go ahead and start to shift our weight forward into our hands. If you need to walk your knees back some so you can find some room, that's fine. Lower your chest gently towards the floor. Your elbows are right underneath of your shoulders, just like whenever we would watch TV when we were little, and we would prop our face up, our chin on our hands. This time our hands are going to be on the mat. Grip down into your mat with your fingertips. Your legs are long behind you. All 10 toes on the floor. Tuck your tailbone. Lift your kneecaps up off the floor so your quads and your hamstrings are all engaged. Pull your belly up off the mat. And then think about pulling your hands back. We're finding that energetic resistance. The hands are pulled back, Like you're really trying to pull that mat towards you and crumple it up, and your chest is pulling forward. Your gaze, though, is still kind of down towards the floor, not up towards the ceiling. We're going to keep our neck long. Really pull. We're finding release in our chest muscles throughout our heart, opening everything up. We're strengthening our back. We're counteracting the rounding of our shoulders we do so often when we're typing or texting, driving, all of those things. Keep breathing. Tailbone's heavy, so we're finding length in our low back. One more breath. Relax your head down to your hands. You can use your hands as a pillow. Rock your hips side to side a little bit. Release any tension you got going on there. Tuck your toes. And then begin to push yourself up towards your tabletop. Elbows down to your mat again. So your forearms on your mat. Your hands are back in that 11. We're gripping the mat again, just like we did before. Tuck your toes. Push your bottom up towards the sky, just like a down dog, and this is called dolphin. With dolphin pose, it's pretty much all the same alignment, except we're on our forearms. So your head is still kind of in line with your upper arms. Your belly's pulled in, your spine is long. If you need to bend your knees, feel free. Main thing is that length in your spine and pushing away from the floor. Breathe. Doing dolphin gives you just a little bit of a different stretch on your shoulders and your upper back than regular down dog. One more breath. Release your knees towards your mat. Walk your hands back again. We're going through that little toe balance pose. One more time. Take a beat. Find your balance. Hands to the floor, and then slowly start to straighten your legs. Your heels are going to drop towards your mat. Only go as straight as you can, so it's comfortable. Let your body just hang. Your upper body is just going to hang in this forward fold. Begin to release the tension and the fascia throughout all of your back muscles, all the way down your vertebrae. You can bring your hands, opposite hand to opposite elbow. Sway back and forth a little. Again, keep your knees bent as much as you would like. If you find a sticky spot, hang out there. Bring your left hand to your mat. Take your right hand, travel up your left arm across your chest, bringing your right hand towards the ceiling, opening into a twist. Think about keeping your hips kind of level. Let go of that tension in your back. One more breath. Next exhale, right hand to your mat. Right hand stays there. Your left hand is going to travel up your right arm, across your chest, opening up towards the sky. Again, think about keeping your hips a little level, twisting through your upper back, letting go of the tension. One more breath. Left hand down towards your mat. Bend your knees as much as you need to so both hands are on the mat. Walk your hands towards the top of your mat. We're going to hit a down dog for just a beat. Push into those shoulders. Lengthen that back. Nice long spine. And then walk your feet towards your hands at the top of your mat. Bend your knees. We're going back through that little toe balance real quick. Find that balance for a beat. Hands to your mat. And then rock your bottom back down onto the floor. Hands go behind your hamstrings and slowly start to walk yourself down to laying on your mat. Your spine is long. Bring your right leg up. Your right ankle is on top of your left knee quad area. You can stay here, flexing that right foot. Or you can thread your hands through and grab behind your left leg. Bringing that left knee towards your chest, using your right arm to open up, pushing into the inner part of your right thigh, your inner leg there. Finding resistance. Begin to let go of tension that's stored in your hips and your glutes. We carry a lot of emotions and tensions throughout this area of our core. It's important to begin to release it. One more breath here. And your next exhale, release your hands. Your left foot comes back down to the floor. Take your right foot and we're going to drop it across your body to the left side of your mat. So we're in a little twist. Your right arm can reach out at a diagonal or cactus arm, whatever you prefer. You can find that spot that starts to release more of the fascia and tension in your armpit area. Both shoulders we're aiming to keep on your mat. If you need to put something underneath of your right shoulder, feel free. And if you need to put something underneath of that right foot or your left leg, if it doesn't reach all the way to the floor, you can. Just let go into the pose. No judgment. One more breath here. On your next exhale, let's begin to unwind back to center. You can give your legs a squeeze. Right foot comes to the floor. Left ankle crosses over onto the top of your right leg, kind of by your knee. Flex your left foot, and you can stay here again, or you can begin to thread your hands through your legs. You can always use a strap here, dog leash, scarf, whatever you may have, if your hands don't fit. Or another option is always to put your right foot on a block, and that will start to give you some resistance as you come up. You can push your left arm into your left inner thigh, opening it up some more. Back stays long. You're doing great. Keep breathing. Release that tension, those emotions you're storing. Don't force it. Keep your tailbone long on the mat. Release your right foot towards the floor. We're now going to drop our left foot across our body towards the right side of our mat. Again, you can prop underneath of that right foot, or your right leg, or your left foot if you need to. Left shoulder. Bring that left arm out to the side. Wherever you feel the most release is where you would like to put it. Keep breathing through these. One more breath here. On your next exhale, untwist back to center. Give your legs a squeeze. Rock a little side to side. Release the last of that tension you may have going on. And whenever you're ready, you can lengthen your legs out on your mat. Arms down to your sides, palms are up. And just begin to sink into your mat. Let your mat support you. Close down your eyes if you feel comfortable. Let's give one big cleansing breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Sigh the last bit out. And just begin to find your normal breath. I'm going to stay in Shavasana for just a little bit. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, waking yourself back up. Give a big good morning stretch. Hug your knees to your chest, whatever you'd like to do. And then gently roll over onto your right side, using your right arm as a pillow for your head. Your left arm is in front of you in your fetal position. Thank yourself for showing up today, for working on letting go of any tension you may be feeling, to find contentment in where you are in life. Notice if you've had any energy shifts since the beginning of practice. On your next exhale, push into the floor, bringing yourself up to your easy seat, crisscross applesauce. Hands on your knees, lengthen that spine. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. May you always stay true in your intentions, true to your heart's desire, and speak loving truth to those around you. Namaste. Thank you all so much for joining me today. Please like or subscribe to our channel. That would mean the world to me. If y'all have any questions, please drop them below, and I would love to connect with you. Love ya.